Victor Reznov.
My friend.
When people think of Call of Duty, they usually think of the Infinity Ward series, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. Today, I'm going to be talking about Black Ops 1. It's Call of Duty that really got put in the back of people's minds as time went on. It's personally my favorite Call of Duty, so I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get it going.
Rez, you sure can trust us, America.
With my life. He and us are not so different. We are all soldiers without an army.
I replayed through Black Ops 1 specifically for this video, and I'm not going to lie, it has been a very long time since I've played any of the Call of Duty campaigns. When I was younger, I used to sit down and play all of the Call of Duty campaigns just because that's really the only game that I had besides Forza Motorsport 2. So really, Call of Duty was the only thing that I knew. But even as I've played better games overall, I still think Black Ops 1 has one of the best and most captivating storylines of, honestly, any game that I've played. The reason I say that is because the storyline to Black Ops 1, to me, is captivating because I like the Cold War era. The United States and Russia have not always liked each other, and Russia was kind of getting douchey after World War II. Communism was starting to really take off, ironically. But that's besides the point. I'm trying to use this to emphasize the fact that while the Black Ops storyline is not super hyper-realistic, it still is one of those things that teeters on the possibility of maybe it happened, maybe it could happen, maybe it might happen, it could. It's one of those things where it keeps you thinking, and it's one of those just things to think about. The interesting little details in the game that really make you think this might have happened or could have happened in real life, and I would have never known about it. In Black Ops, you play as Alex Mason, a sleeper agent who was programmed in Vorkuta after he was captured during a secret covert operation to take out a certain dictator in a certain country. In Vorkuta, you were programmed to be able to decipher and translate a number sequence, and that number sequence would basically brainwash you and force you to do the bidding of Russia, who is the main villain in this game. It's the main villain in nearly every single Call of Duty. Anyway, during your programming, Victor Reznov intervened, basically made it so that your programming would be obsolete, and those commands would still be there, but you wouldn't follow them. Instead, you'd be following his commands, 3 commands only, to kill Dragovich, Kravchenko, and Steiner, the 3 main villains, I guess I should say, in this game.
They knew we were coming. That bastard Dragovich.
The Russian.
He was behind everything.
Where did Dragovich take you?
To Russia. A labor camp. Oh, a hellhole called Vorkuta. Oh my god.
What did they do to you, Mason?
What didn't they do?
After Mason escapes Vorkuta, Reznov is captured. However, after the escape, Jason Hudson becomes Mason's handler. Jason Hudson is a CIA agent. CIA then begins launching multiple operations in collaboration with the SOG team, so Woods and Bowman. They begin launching operations in Laos and Cambodia and Vietnam in an attempt to find intel and information in regards to Nova 6.
The hero of Berlin graces us with his presence. Have you not tired of battle, Reznov?
As long as Mother Russia has enemies, I will answer her call.
Put aside your petty rivalry, Kravchenko. Captain Reznov will do as he is told. We are here for one German, and one German only. Dr. Friedrich Steiner.
During those operations with Jason Hudson, Mason discovers that Reznov is still alive. So, with Reznov's help, Mason and the CIA, as well as Woods and Bowman, the SOG team, continued their quest to find out more information in regards to the Nova 6 project. Over the span of those operations, the SOG team that you know and love starts to deteriorate. Bowman is killed by a Soviet interrogator, and Woods sacrifices himself to kill Kravchenko. But that's not before they find out that a Soviet defector, an unnamed Soviet defector, has information on the Nova 6 project. And as it turns out, Victor Reznov is the Soviet defector, and he has information as to why Russia is in Nam and Laos. During this time, the United States is engaged in a brutal conflict with Vietnam. So Russia decides if we can fuel this fire, maybe we can keep the United States away from us, and we can work on Nova 6, and it won't take as much time as we think it will, and we can go along with flying colors. So while the United States is in conflict with Vietnam, Russia decides to stir the pot and make the NVA a stronger, better army.
The enemy's courage could be the result of their newfound ally.
The subject has been successfully implanted with the knowledge to translate the number sequences.
So, what is the problem?
His responses to our orders have been sporadic, unpredictable. He shows a remarkable resilience.
Why?
He is unusual, atypical. Few men possess such will. Our other test subjects have been far more successful.
If he will not follow the orders embedded in numbers, then he is of no use to me. He can run.
After a raid on an FOB in Yamantau, Jason Hudson discovers that Friedrich Steiner, one of the original 3 villains that I mentioned before, has decided to leave Dragovich and Kravchenko after discovering that Friedrich Steiner, was going to be killed because Dragovich was trying to cover up any remnants of the Nova 6 project. In this operation, Mason is not working with the CIA. He's gone completely rogue. He's with Viktor Reznov, and their mission, instead of capturing Steiner, is to kill him. And as it turns out, Mason and Viktor Reznov get to Steiner before the CIA.
Those no longer essential to his plans are being executed. You must hurry before they kill me too!
Friedrich Steiner. This is the end.
I know you. Vorkuta. You don't know what we did to you.
Mason, talk to me.
Your evil has claimed the lives of many good men. No longer.
Killing me will not stop Nova.
I do not care about Nova. My name is Viktor Reznov. And I will have my revenge!
With Victor and Mason being successful in killing Steiner, that leaves the CIA and Jason Hudson with one less option to discover the broadcasting station. Mason is captured by Jason Hudson and brought into a CIA base, or operations center, I should say, and questioned as to why him and Victor killed Steiner.
I swear to God, that's how Steiner died. Reznov killed him right in front of me.
You're lying, Mason. You killed Steiner. We know you did.
Reznov got exactly what he wanted. Revenge.
We saw the report, Mason. Viktor Reznov did not kill Friedrich Steiner. Hudson saw what happened.
Damn, it's bulletproof. Mason, what are you doing? We need him alive. Stand down. Stand down. My name is Viktor Reznov, and I will have my revenge. Dragovich brainwashed you, but Reznov had plans of his own.
Listen.
Reznov, how'd you get out of Vorkuta? Never thought I'd see you alive.
He was never in Vietnam. The real defector with the Nova 6 dossier died during the attack on the MAC-V. He was never in the rat tunnels.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Chekhov is here. This way. We cannot let him slip through our grasp.
He was never at Rebirth Island.
My name is Viktor Reznov.
Mason!
My name is Viktor Reznov, and I will have my revenge!
Mason, no!
Step 8, Reznov! Freedom! For you, Mason! Not for me!
Viktor Reznov's been dead for 5 years. He died at Vorkuta during the escape. All the years you thought he was with you, that was just in your mind.
Reznov betrayed Mason's trust, and instead of removing any type of brainwashing, Victor did the brainwashing himself. As you saw Hudson tell you already, Reznov just wanted those 3 killed. Missions that you're playing throughout the entire game are Mason just recapping his memories to Jason Hudson and Weaver. Weaver and Hudson are trying to obviously get information on where the Nova 6 broadcast station is, because Russian sleeper agents are about to unleash a chemical agent in the heart of the United States, and they have no idea where anything is. Mason is their last stand, and after the brainwashing is broken, Mason remembers that the Rusalka is the broadcasting station. Not exactly a station, more or less just a ship. Shortly after Mason tells Jason where the Rusalka is, which is Cuba, the CIA launches an operation to take down the Rusalka and hopefully keep the United States in one piece. The operation turns out to be a major success. The Rusalka is sunk. Friedrich Steiner, Dragovich, and Kravchenko are all confirmed dead, and the United States, for the time being, is safe. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to let me know, leave a like, and that's really all I got. I left out some smaller details in the storyline that aren't exactly super important, because if I was to cover the entire game, this would be far too long of a video. Basically, I'm just covering and trying to squish together the plot of this game, and hopefully to you I've done a good job. If not, let me know what I could do better, and for the next one I think I'll be doing Call of Duty World at War, so I will see you then.